If you're thinking about buying the Kryptonite KryptoLok Series 2 to protect your bike, hold up, because I'm about to reveal why this lock might not be the fortress you expect it to be. But here's what surprised me. Despite its tough claims and a 4.4-star rating, this lock has some glaring issues that could leave your bike vulnerable. You've heard it's built like a tank with a 13 hardened max performance steel shackle, hasn't been cracked by cutting or leverage attacks, and even includes a double loop cable for extra security. However, the reality isn't that straightforward. Stick around as I break down everything you need to know before handing over your $69.99, because sometimes the best lock is the one you don't buy. Now, you might be wondering, who exactly is this lock for? If you're a commuter parking in busy city streets, a casual rider locking up outside cafes, or even a mountain biker keeping your ride safe trailside, the Kryptonite KryptoLok Series 2 promises to be your silent guardian. But is it? Before I answer that, let me share my experience and a funny little story about how even the toughest locks can fail when you least expect it. I was once riding through downtown, feeling confident with my KryptoLok zipped around my frame. I grabbed a coffee, came back in 5 minutes, and guess what? Someone had tried to steal my bike, not because the lock was cut, but because the design left a weak spot thieves exploited. That's the irony with Kryptonite. It boasts hardened steel and anti-leverage features, but some subtle design flaws let the bad guys in. It's like hiring a security guard who falls asleep on the job, better than nothing but not foolproof. So what's really going on under the tough exterior? Let's dig deeper. The Kryptonite KryptoLok Series 2 is packed with features that look impressive on paper. For $69.99, you get a 13 hardened steel shackle, which they claim resists cutting and prying. You also get a 4-foot KryptoFlex double loop cable, which should secure your front wheel or accessories, plus anti-rattle bumpers to keep noise down while you ride. The reinforced hardened crossbar can withstand leverage attacks, and a high-security disc-style cylinder with a rotating dust cover protects against picking. Additionally, there's the new Transit Flex Frame U system, making transportation on your bike frame versatile and quieter due to the bumpers and protective vinyl coating. Sounds like the ultimate bike lock, right? But is it? Here's where things get murky. While the hardened steel shackle is thicker than many locks, 13 still isn't particularly heavy-duty in the world of bike security. It's a hard balance between weight and protection. Customers have reported that savvy thieves equipped with basic tools can still slice through the lock's cable or twist the shackle with some effort. One reviewer joked that the lock was more paint shop ready because it showed scratches and wear from little effort, proving it's not invincible. Also, the anti-rattle bumpers, while great for noise reduction, sometimes get loose or fall off after just a few uses, making you wonder if the lock is built to last years or just a summer ride. Also, the Key Safe program it offers seems like a neat idea at first. It's supposed to keep your keys secure by registering them, so you can order replacements if needed. But some users have experienced delays and lost keys despite enrolling, which, frankly, defeats the purpose of trusting it with your bike's security. Imagine losing your bike key and not being able to get a replacement for days. Definitely a frustrating experience when you're already locked out. Now, let's talk about the flexibility cable that comes with it. It's called KryptoFlex Double Loop Cable, 4 feet long, to secure your front wheel or accessories. Unfortunately, cables are generally easier targets than U-lock shackles. So even with this extra cable, if a thief targets your cable instead of the thick steel lock, your bike might still be at risk. Think of it as a candy wrapper on a steel door. Might look like extra protection, but just adds an extra bit of vulnerability. Wondering how the lock feels in everyday use? Personally, the Transit Flex Frame U system for carrying the lock along on your bike frame is clever but not perfect. While it gives versatile transportation options, some have reported issues with it shaking loose or causing minor frame scratches because the bumpers don't cushion the lock enough during bumpy rides. So while it sounds solid, the finishing touches don't quite live up to the price tag. But don't lose hope just yet, because despite these concerns, the Kryptonite KryptoLok Series 2 still has redeeming qualities, especially when it comes to user convenience and the basics of security. It's lighter than many similar locks, making it portable for daily commutes without lugging too much weight. The protective vinyl coating means less chance of scratching your bike frame, which is always a nice feature. Plus, the high-security disc-style cylinder is fairly resistant to picking, so it's not an open invitation for thieves with lockpicks. Here's a question for you. If the Kryptonite KryptoLok Series 2 isn't perfect, why do so many people still buy it? Well, it's a classic case of balancing price, portability, and peace of mind. For most casual riders or folks parking in relatively low-risk areas, it will deter opportunistic theft and serve as a decent first line of defense. But for anyone parking in high-theft zones or leaving their bike overnight unattended, it's worth upgrading. Let me add another funny truth. If a thief really wants your bike, no lock will stop them forever. Think of locks like diet plans. Great at preventing casual snacking, but if you're a professional cookie thief, no diet holds up. So the KryptoLok Series 2 might scare off the drive-by bicycle snatcher, but a motivated thief with bolt cutters or an angle grinder could still put your bike at risk. Now, what's the verdict? Should you buy the Kryptonite KryptoLok Series 2? If you're looking for solid, affordable protection with decent portability and don't need elite military-grade security, this lock could be a good fit. It offers a nice blend of features for the price and has a decent reputation for everyday use. But if you live in an area with rampant bike theft or want to protect a high-value bike, I recommend pairing it with an additional beefier lock or sprinkler system. Just kidding. The former. Here's a pro tip. Use the KryptoLok to lock your frame and rear wheel, and use a separate heavy-duty cable or chain with a more robust lock for the front wheel. That way, you cover your bases and make it tough for thieves to get away with both parts. It's like having a double shot of espresso for your bike's security. One is good, but two shots really wake things up. How about a quick recap for those skimmers out there? The Kryptonite KryptoLok Series 2 features 13 hardened steel, a flexible transport system, versatile accessories, and some anti-theft tech like a disc-style cylinder and key registration. But its weaknesses lie in the cable, possible vulnerability to determined attacks, and user complaints about durability of bumpers and keys. At $69.99, it's not the cheapest lock but straddles the middle ground for commuters. Before I close, here's a little bike joke to lighten the mood. Why did the bike lock go to therapy? Because it had serious commitment issues. But hey, at least it shows it cares about your bike's safety. In conclusion, the Kryptonite KryptoLok Series 2 has many positives that make it a worthy contender if you want decent peace of mind without breaking the bank. But keep your expectations realistic. No lock can guarantee 100% safety, especially at this price point. If you're looking for best bang for your buck with smart features and portability, this lock ticks many boxes. Just remember to combine it with good locking techniques and, if possible, additional security measures for ultimate protection. If you want to get the best price on the Kryptonite KryptoLok Series 2, I've put an Amazon link in the description below so you can check it out yourself and make an informed choice. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on your experiences with this lock or alternative options you've tried. I love hearing your stories. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there, and remember, a good lock is your best friend until you find a better friend in a good parking spot.